Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day once again. Now, you guys have seen me upload 2 times, a couple days ago, recently. So most likely I'll be uploading more frequently. We can see here from XRP Crypto Wolf, the Bank for International Settlements said public interest in central bank digital currencies surpasses Bitcoin. This accelerated global efforts to issue CBDCs. Global internet searches for CBDC surpasses searches for Facebook's Libra and Bitcoin. Now if we go click on the article right here.
Public interest in central bank digital currencies surpasses Bitcoin in 2020. A new report from the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, shows that 2020 is the year that momentum behind central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, has truly taken off. Published on August 24, BI's new working paper analyzes the global state of CBDC research and development work, technical approaches and policy stances. The comprehensive research draws on over 16,000 central bank speeches from recent years and assesses existing CBDC designs and motivations behind various countries' embrace of the new model. Attitudes about whether central banks should issue them, CBDCs, have changed noticeably over the past year, the paper's authors write. Their research includes a striking analysis of public interest in CBDCs over time. BI's data shows that in 2020, worldwide internet searches for CBDCs decisively outflanked searches for Bitcoin, BTC, and Facebook's Libra. The data vindicates the report's claim that even though the concept of CBDCs was proposed decades ago, CBDCs have seized global attention in 2020. BIS provides several hypotheses as to why this may be. First, it points to the announcement of Facebook's Libra and the subsequent public sector response in 2019 as an unmistakable tipping point. Further data backs this up. As of late 2019, central banks representing a fifth of the world's population reported that they were likely to issue CBDCs very soon. Moreover, the share of central banks likely to issue a retail CBDC over the medium term, 1 to 6 years, doubled in 2019. A crucial factor quickening this trend, in BI's analysis, is the advent of the pandemic. Social distancing measures, public concerns that cash may transmit the COVID-19 virus and new government-to-person payment schemes have further sped up the shift toward digital payments. BIS draws attention to the United States, where early versions of congressional bills on fiscal stimulus referred to the potential for a digital dollar to hasten the disbursement of government aid to citizens. In the Netherlands, China, and Sweden, central banks are keeping their CBDC research work a high priority during the pandemic. All these factors could be enough, in BI's view, to overcome the great inertia typical of retail payment behaviors. The flip side, however, is lasting impact. When behaviors change, they often do so quite persistently. In the same manner, changed payment behaviors caused by the COVID-19 crisis, such as a greater use of digital payments, could have far-reaching effects in the future.
Look at that, guys. That could accelerate global efforts to issue CBDC, central bank digital currencies. Social distancing measures, public concerns that cash may transmit that, and new government-to-person payments schemes have further sped up the shift towards digital payments. In the Netherlands, China, and Sweden, central banks are keeping their CBDC research work a high priority during that. Again, guys, look at this, plans within plans. Central banks' digital currencies should be coming into the play. Once again, from XRP Crypto Wolf, the Bank for International Settlements says there is huge variance in the approaches being taken by central banks around the world who are creating their own digital currencies, and the most notable is that no designs are intended to replace cash completely. If we go further in depth, we can see this right here. The rise of CBDCs in countries where digital payments are already very advanced and cash use is declining. Central banks may respond in particular to ensure the ongoing availability of a public sector provided means of payments. In countries with a lower penetration of digital payments, financial inclusion may be an important driver. However, there are some common themes, most notably that no designs are intended to replace cash. What do you guys think about the central bank digital currencies approaching to this new era, so to speak? Cash, it looks like, is declining every year as well. Ripple has tweeted out blockchain payments could have provided a more efficient way for the US government to distribute stimulus funds. As we can see in this right here, the podcast, the role of digital assets in this world. So let's listen to this for a little bit.
So I can't imagine China's happy with the US dollar being the world reserve currency. And there's an awful lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum mining going on in China. Is there a geopolitical struggle that crypto is part of?
There is a geopolitical struggle, obviously, between the U.S. and China. That spills over into the international monetary sphere, and I think inevitably into the crypto sphere as well. China has been trying now for about a decade to foster wider global or cross-border use of its own currency, the yuan or renminbi. And one way it's trying to do that is by becoming the first central bank, possibly later this year, to issue its own central bank cryptocurrency, a central bank digital currency that'll be pegged one-to-one to the yuan. They talk about that a lot, and they are piloting the idea in a few cities at home. The problem will be to actually get people in other countries to use it as well, in the same way that people around the world use dollars at the moment. I saw an article recently that I thought shed very interesting light on this. Merchants in Seoul, South Korea were asked two questions. Number one, do you accept Alipay? Do you currently accept digital payments via this big platform from your Chinese customers? They all answered yes, pretty much. And then they were asked, would you accept People's Bank of China official central bank digital currency? And I think many of them paused. The question on their mind was, would there be an ID? Would there be a backdoor? Would the PBOC be able to track those transactions?
I'll leave all the websites down below in the description so you guys could investigate further. But XRP and central bank digital currencies and connection. Digital assets that provide actual tangible services like cross-border payments are the ones that are likely to have legs. And that quote says it right there, guys. Services like cross-border payments are more likely to have legs. So what do we think about all this? Central banks' digital currencies are coming into the play, and then there's XRP. So it looks like a lot of stuff seems to be happening, but who knows what is going to happen at the end of the day. But if you guys like this video and enjoy two videos in the same day, write in the comments. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day, and you guys, see ya.
Or cross-border use of its own currency, the yuan or renminbi. And one way it's trying to do that is by becoming the first central bank, possibly later this year, to issue its own central bank cryptocurrency, a central bank digital currency that'll be pegged one-to-one to the yuan. They talk about that a lot.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do, and he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appear in reality.